Here's why you play Aulus, the warrior ferocity as a jungler. First off, he has excellent sustain thanks to his healing from basic attacks, allowing him to stay longer in fights and clear objectives without backing too often. He also brings strong scaling power as the game progresses since his ultimate upgrades his axe, giving him more range, penetration, and damage output. Lastly, Aulus is great in extended fights where his passive boosts his attack speed and penetration, letting him shred through both tanks and squishy enemies alike. However, Aulus struggles with limited mobility, which makes it harder for him to chase agile opponents. He also relies heavily on basic attacks, meaning crowd control can easily shut him down. On top of that, Aulus requires items and levels to be effective, making him weaker in the early game compared to faster scaling junglers. Aulus's passive, Fighting Spirit, allows him to build stacks of Fighting Spirit when dealing damage. Each stack increases his attack speed and physical penetration, scaling further as his ultimate levels up. When fully stacked, he gains bonus movement speed and his basic attacks deal extra physical damage. This passive makes him deadly in long battles, encouraging players to stay engaged rather than disengage quickly. Aulus's first skill, Aulus Charge, removes all slowing effects and gains bonus movement speed along with damage reduction against frontal attacks for a short duration. This allows him to dive into fights, chase down enemies, or escape when necessary. It's also a reliable tool to ignore slows and reposition in team fights. Aulus's second skill, the Power of Axe, swings his axe in a fan-shaped area dealing physical damage. If he hits enemy heroes or creeps, his basic attacks are enhanced for a few seconds. Each enhanced attack restores a portion of his HP, making this skill his main source of sustain. Properly using this in combination with his passive allows him to become very durable in skirmishes. Aulus's ultimate, Undying Fury, provides both passive and active benefits. Passively, every upgrade grants a permanent improvement to Aulus's axe, extra damage, increased range, and more penetration. Actively, Aulus smashes the ground in a line, dealing damage, slowing enemies, and leaving a burning trail that continues to damage and slow enemies who step on it. This skill is the key for zoning enemies, knocking down targets, and setting up follow-up damage from teammates. A typical skill combo for Aulus is to initiate with the first skill to charge into enemies and immediately cast the ultimate to hit multiple targets and create a damaging zone. Follow up with your second skill to enhance your basic attacks and then unleash continuous hits, empowered by your passive and sustain. Moving on to builds, I usually build Tough Boots, Corrosion Scythe, Golden Staff, Malefic Gun, War Axe, and finally Rose Gold Meteor. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best battle spells for Aulus in the jungle is Retribution, as it ensures faster jungle clearing and objective control. Aulus performs well against heroes who lack mobility such as Hanabi, Gorn, and Eve, since they can't escape his ultimate and sustain damage. However, he struggles against agile heroes like 1-1 or Ling, who can dodge his skills and kite him down. Suppression heroes like Franco can also completely stop his engages. Aulus synergizes well with heroes who provide buffs or reliable crowd control, such as Angela and Eve, since they amplify his damage opportunities and survivability. Choose start the second skill for sustain and damage, then focus on upgrading the second skill whenever possible. Use the first skill as a backup option for mobility and durability, and always upgrade the ultimate whenever available. When playing Aulus in the jungle, your major strength lies in extended fights. Always look to keep your passive stacked before major engagements by hitting creeps or poking enemies. His first skill should be used both offensively and defensively, either to chase down targets or to shrug off slows while retreating. In fights, make sure to land your second skill on as many enemies as possible to enhance your basic attacks and heal yourself. Timing your ultimate is crucial. Use it in choke points or during big clashes to create zones that force enemies to reposition. Since Aulus depends heavily on items and levels, focus on farming efficiently early on, and transition into objectives once you have secured core items. Remember, patience is key, don't dive recklessly without your team, as kited well will waste your potential.